is fucked. It's just like us. Like, we have microplastics in our balls. No one's coming to save us. I'm going to die with hella microplastics in my balls. That's just the way it's going to go. And then the next generation will figure out, hey, maybe we shouldn't put microplastics in our nuts. You know? Kind of seems like not a great thing.
Exactly. They used to, use leeches and bloodletting.
Right.
But now they think we're so smart.
What do you mean? He says people still do that.
We eat plastics.
It's like the people who are all into longevity tech. They all think they're going to live forever. Like the Brian Johnson guy.
Oh, that's you're talking to Andrew. Right? I'm like, whoa.
Well, no, it's just like you're a guinea pig for the next generation.
Speaking
I don't think Andrew wants to live forever. Wait, what? Rich people die what?
No, Brian Johnson's he's selling like a supplement. Any of you buy?
Yeah, I buy his stuff.
Oh, okay. So, he says he spent, hundreds of thousands of dollars in the R&D on it. But I was just curious if anybody's taking it. So you are taking it better than, because he's got like that longevity supplement you take in the morning, right?
I have that one to mix. I do use it. The reason why I buy his stuff versus other labs is because this guy is crazy about testing everything, the quality. So I take his creatine because it's super clean. I don't have to worry about some fake shit or some production in China or whatever the hell it is, laden with some nonsense. Everything that he brings in, everything is tested. So that's what I like. I don't take everything. I don't bother with his cocktails or foods.
Bro,
or
this grok is so slow. It's unusable. I don't know if it's just because everyone's using it right now, but man, this shit is unusable.
That means NVIDIA stock will pump more. They need more GPUs.
Yeah, they do.
Speaking of that, you guys see XAI? There was a documentary I just saw about how XAI is like their slumlord in Memphis or something. They're running like the dirtiest operation possible with all these like temporary generators.
Sounds about right. Well, Elon threw that thing up really quickly. So there had to have been some corners cut.
This is why I'm a little bit bullish on nuclear right now.
Yeah, nuclear and AI makes like so much. Dude, the AI guys owe us such a fucking debt of gratitude for all the fucking time we spent combating energy FUD over the last 10 years.
And the infrastructure, dude. Like,
we built the infrastructure
that they took over from us.
I know. We combated the energy FUD. We built the infrastructure. It's interesting. It's like shitcoiners didn't know what they were doing when they were building out these proof of work mines for GPU clusters, but like turns out it wasn't to mine shitcoins. It was to the market is always smarter than you, man. The market will know shit that you don't know. Yeah.
It's a great conspiracy to get us there. To get us shitcoins.
I'm more saying it's the invisible hand, It's just like the invisible hand is moving you towards this outcome, but you don't know why you're being moved towards this outcome.
I was just reading about Pennsylvania's resurgence with power grid. They're doubling up everything, the AI and data centers, to the point where Pennsylvania now is thinking about disconnecting from the central national grid and becoming their own, similar to Texas.
Interesting.
They probably need nuclear power, though, to do that. They're very pretty there, though. Libtard.
There are a lot of libtards in Pennsylvania.
I was driving through it a year or two ago. It was just gorgeous. Very pretty.
But no, seriously, they owe us a debt of gratitude. We fought fucking this bullshit, energy FUD nonsense, climate change, hysteria shit. Yeah. Like that digi economist guy, all the fucking European homosexuals. Like we were fighting everybody, bro. They need to say thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Huddle.
Genuflect a little bit. You know?
Thank you, Mr. Huddle. Thank you, Mr. Moon.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
I'm so glad that you guys did what you did and we're still sitting at 111K.
You're welcome.
The British, what would you sound like if you pretended to be thankful and positive for half a day?
I am actually thankful and positive for more than half a day.
You can always tell when British is cutting calories. Because he's like, fuck everybody.
Oh, you're right. See, you're right.
It's always a simple biological process.
Okay, I know what to
I understand it because I'm the same way. I'm like, fuck everyone.
No, yeah. British, send me your address right now, and I'm gonna send you a bottle of wine and a giant cake, so you can consume both and be super happy for half a day.
You see how my friends want me to fail?
They're preying on your downfall.
Listen, those two items will fit into your daily calories, but right after you consume them, you'll be good for a few hours afterwards. You on your own.
Oh, if you just have just that, a bottle of wine, that'd be good. Don't tell my nutritionist. Guess what I had today? I had a bottle of wine and a fucking cake.
British, I'm telling you, use ChatGPT. Like really put in everything you eat and ask it how you can optimize to feel the best, like while you're cutting or whatever.
I actually do half of that, but I'm gonna do the optimization thing.
It will do a better job than your nutritionist, I swear to God, because it gives you all the fine-grained details of what you need to know right now, right when you need to know it. You know, and then you'd be like, you can get really granular with it, and be like, I'll be talking to it, and I'll be like, bro, I did all this, I did all that, I worked out, I ate my protein, I'm fucking doing this, but I'm just feeling like I want to eat a fuck ton for dinner. How do I curb my appetite or whatever? And it'll be like, oh, all right, here's what you should do right now. You should have fucking 20 grams of protein worth of yogurt and a handful of carrots, and then you won't feel hungry anymore. And then I do it, and then I don't feel hungry anymore. And I'm like, fuck, ChatGPT for the win.
Bro, you don't need brother ChatGPT. You need brother British with that nicotine for that shit.
Nicotine's good for appetite suppression for sure.
Yeah, I got a form of nicotine now that you'll love. It's fucking in toothpicks. You can roll around with your gun. Yeah. Toothpick in mouth.
like a Western.
Like a fucking Wild Western.
When I was smoking cigs in high school, I was my same height now, but I was 158 pounds. I was so thin because I was never hungry. I was also smoking a lot. I was smoking pack and a half a day. At least 20 or 30 cigs every day. It was great. I miss it, honestly.
You should get the nicotine. I don't know what the fuck you don't do the research.
Bro, no. I've done the research. I know it's good for you. I just don't want to be addicted to anything.
You can't be addicted to nicotine. It's impossible.
I could be. When you have a brain like mine, like an ADHD brain,
smoking for sure.
No, nicotine is super addictive to me. I've done it all. I mean, I've done the gums and the mints, and Rob Hamilton loves the what are they called, knickknacks. So he gave me some of those before. He gave me some of those before Sailor's Party, and I do like them, obviously, but I have to keep myself away from that shit, dude, because I will become a pack-a-day smoker again, easily. I know that about myself. Because I love... Dude, all right, be honest with yourself. There is no better nicotine delivery system than smoking. It's the best. Everything about smoking
I'll
is
be honest
amazing.
with you. I'll be honest with you. Like my cigar smoking, since I found the nicotine pouches, has gone down from like 2 a day to like 5 a week.
Right. But still, it hasn't gone down to zero because smoking.
No, it has. But I like cigars. Like I also have business stuff over cigars.
You know what it is? Cigars are even more so this way. But what I really loved about cigarettes, I realized after the fact, even more so than the nicotine itself, I loved the ritual of it, number one. And then I loved the meditation of it because, you know, when you're not, deep breathing. When you're not smoking, you never go out and deep breathe. But when you are smoking, you will go outside and breathe deeply. Now you're inhaling poison into your lungs, but like you're still getting the meditative act of breathing deeply.
But you stink afterwards.
No, I agree.
That's what the bitches to worry about, Isa. I don't care. Listen, I never got laid more than when I was smoking cigarettes all the time. So
Really?
yeah. This was also back in the day. Everybody was
That's
smoking.
because you find yourself outside smoking, and so it's like a good conversation opener, I guess, with all the other people that are smoking.
No, it's because he's married. It's probably just the time of his life that it was.
It was time of life, but also if a girl is in the smoke, girls that smoke are just bigger sluts than girls that don't. Like that's just a fact. So if a girl is hanging out in the smoking circle at 2 a.m., she's pretty much down to go home with you. Yeah. Like if you meet a girl that doesn't drink or smoke, that's a good girl. She's not going to sleep with you on the first date. If you meet a girl who loves to drink and smoke, you're probably getting laid tonight.
Although one of the things that really helped me that ChatGPT recommended was like mineral drops in addition to my electrolytes.
Trace minerals, you taking that?
Yeah.
Trace minerals are great, man. I've been doing those for a while now.
Yeah, which ones do I have here? Hold on.
The blue bottle.
Concentrates.
Yeah, that's the one I take as well.
Yeah, I do like 5-10 drops in the morning and then 5-10 drops in the afternoon.
Yep. Yeah, trace minerals are great.
Oh, and perfect aminos. That's been a game changer.
Trace mineral. What do I do? I usually I don't take multivitamins anymore. What I take instead is like liver pills, beef organ pills, and those have been really good. I feel great when I take those.
What are liver pills?
It's just like desiccated liver, like dried liver in a pill form. Because I don't want to eat liver. It's gross.
Okay. Like, yeah. Taking iron.
Wait, what type of cock are you not wanting to eat liver?
It's yucky. Dude, but organ meats have a shitload of naturally occurring vitamins in them, so you get all your multivitamins through organ meats.
Okay, buddy.
Liver and squeezed lemon on top is really nice.
Did I call you Batman or Spider-Man, man? Or something else?
Yeah, man. It's just the optimization you give ChatGPT. It's like you can talk to it more than you would a normal person. Because you would feel like a weirdo if you talk to a normal person 12 times a day. But if you talk to ChatGPT 12 times a day, it's like, yeah, it's normal. ChatGPT doesn't give a fuck.
You want to bring it to the next level, which is like make ChatGPT actually push reminders to you and speak to you without you having to ask it, and let it organize your life. Like,
yeah, no, I'm not at that point. I'm not at that point left yet. I only want to go to it when I want to go to it. It's on my time. I'm not on its time.
Do you imagine ChatGPT DMs you and says, like, bitch, it's not time for a fucking therapy session, cunt.
Yeah, it's like, suck my dick. I'm doing stuff.
I think you can get it to do that.
Sometimes I gotta choke it every once in a while and be like, I'm a human, you're a robot, shut the fuck up. You know?
Yeah, you can create tasks if you want.
Like I'll be having a conversation with it, I'll be like, yo, which one of these is tastier? And it'll be like, oh, yo, the vanilla ice cream is tastier because it has more. And I'm like, shut the fuck up, you're a fucking robot, you don't know what taste is? Fuck you. Just gotta let it know who's boss, you know? It's my slave, basically.
You're gonna be the first one who knows when it becomes sentient.
That's okay with me. You're gonna be living here in Cuckland with the robos. I'll be up in heaven with God. have fun with hell on earth, my guy. Have fun with the Antichrist, Sam Altman. He's got plans for your life.
I don't like the new robot idea, that stuff. I don't like it. I don't know why it bothers me. Christian out.
What do you mean, like just robots in general?
No, like the ones that like blink and like have facial expressions and shit.
Oh yeah. They should be more like dogs, you know. That's how we.
China's like war dog.
Yeah, I have.
That shit's wild.
They should be more like dogs and less like humans, you know. Because it's like with humans, it's very hard to get past that uncanny valley, like you were talking about. That uncanny valley is very real. Although people are going to obviously build human ones for sex, so it's inevitable. What's going to happen when robot brothels become a thing? And then married dudes start visiting them 5 times a week? And then, like, their wife is like, you're cheating on me. He's like, with a robot? I'm not cheating on you, bitch. I can come in this robot all I want.
So, you're cheating on me with that dildo.
I thought about this, too. It's going to be robot brothels and not at-home sex robots for a multitude of reasons. One of the reasons is because it'll be expensive, right? The average person won't have $10,000 to pay for a good sex robot. And then number 2 is you're going to want variety. You're not going to want to fuck the same sex robot over and over again. And then number 3 is you can't keep a sex robot in your house. That shit is creepy and weird.
Imagine, I could see this where it's like the ultra deep throat is like 2.5 times the rate of the regular blowjob robot.
Yeah, Brian Johnson is gonna, when he's going to program it to detect when the boner is on at night, and the robot, will be ready, but you don't have to wake anybody up.
Does the robot give you oxytocin as well?
That's more of a girl thing. We don't care about
Yeah.
What do you mean? It's not the hormone
Well,
you
you
guys
see,
use
isn't
at
that-
all. It makes you happy.
that. Listen, we get happy when we come, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We'll be happy after we've come in the robot.
Yeah, we just need dope.
You think we want to be happy? We're into Bitcoin. What the fuck are you talking about?
I think actually this is a profound misunderstanding between men and women. Women think we are seeking to be happy also, when we're not, you know? Men are just looking for ways to suffer less, but not to be happy. Women are looking to be happy. It's all about like, yeah, I have everything, but like, is it enough? Isn't there more out there?
No, that's men.
No, that's
You're
women.
supposed
That's
to be
women.
the ambitious ones.
No. If men want more, it's because they want more pussy. It's not because they want more things. It's because they want more pussy. When women want more, it's because they want more things. Like, you know that there's a woman out there, probably the Lauren Sanchez chick. Let's use her as an example. She's probably so tired of fucking Jeff Bezos. She's probably like, ugh, this fucking guy with his weird bald head. He's like a real life Lex Luthor. yeah, he buys me everything, and I fucking have the best lifestyle on earth. But like,
Yeah, but that's a woman
is
looking
it
for
enough?
a lifestyle,
Is it enough?
not for a connection.
See, but she's like, what if I was with Ronaldo? The lifestyle would be diminished, but he's Ronaldo, you know? Like, that's what she's thinking in her head.
You know how this, you can prove that this is true, Model's right, is because guys, if there's no woman, we'll go tent in the middle of a forest and have a great time.
Exactly.
We don't want things.
Every young man, dude, when I first started dating my wife, I was sleeping on a mattress on the floor. I had one set of sheets. I didn't have a nightstand. I didn't have a bed frame. There was nothing else in the room. It was like my laptop, my camera, and my bed on the middle of the floor, and that was it. That was all I had.
Wow, you peasants, you don't raise your bed 3 feet off the ground. I get it's a bad luck, but I like my mattress on the floor. I don't currently have it on the floor. But
Well, and then the women come in. The women come in and they go, "Yeah, I slept with you this time, but next time, you really should have a bed frame if you want me to suck your dick correctly." And then you go, "That's a small price to get. Okay, I'll get a bed frame." Then you go, "I'll get a bed frame." And then the
And
next
it's
time
not
she comes,
bad luck to have the bed on the floor. It's just some woman made that up to trick dumb men into getting a bed frame.
and then she goes, the next time she comes over, she goes, "Oh, baby, that was so good. I love you so much. It would be so nice if you had a nightstand and an extra pair of sheets, you know?" And then you're like, "Okay, fuck it, nightstand, extra pair of sheets. That's no big deal." And then she comes over, get another blowjob. It's even better than the last one. And she's like, "It'd be really nice if you had different kinds of soap in your bathroom." And you're like, I have soap. It's just all the same soap." She's like, "There are different kinds. You can't use the same soap on your hair that you use on your butthole." And you're like, "What do you mean? It's just soap." And she's like, no, it's all different. You can't, you have to get different soaps. This 5-in-1 that you have, you're trying to fucking wash your butthole and your face and your hair and condition your hair and shave with it all at once. Like, you can't have that. And then you're like, "Okay, I'll buy different soaps," you know? And that's how it goes. That's how men end up with things. Okay. Like,
dude, if a girl said, "I'll suck your dick correctly next time," I'd be done. That's a manipulative bitch. It's like, what? You're incorrectly sucking. That's fucking manipulative as fuck.
I'd be done as in I'd be married to her.
And this is why a lot of men end up building a shop, because they just want a place where there's no rules. It doesn't have to be a certain way. They can just go hang out and smoke a cigar, spit on the floor. That's how they want to live.
So men that end up with things without the manipulation of a woman, they're just gay.
Yeah, they're gay. Like Andrew Tate is a little bit gay because he loves things, very into things.
Oh,
Doesn't seem that interested. Yeah, he doesn't seem that interested in sex with women. He's like, women are for business, not pleasure. It's like, what? This is gay. What are you talking about?
This loves Andrew Tate and Nick Fuentes.
Ugh.
I get so triggered by it. Just oh my god.
Andrew Tate is not gay. He's a fuck.
Would you feel different about Nick Fuentes if he was 6'4"?
No.
That's the problem with Nick Fuentes. He's too small for that big energy he's carrying.
Have you seen his hands? His hands are like, he's got like extremely long fingers and big hands. No, he's horrible as a person. I don't like it.
If you were checking out his fingers.
Dated both of them, she would probably
Actually,
love.
the hands are not bad. His hands are nice.
Hey, you have a hand fetish, Lisa.
Well, we now know something. We now know something about Issa.
Yeah.
She likes to get finger banged.
I love hands.
Women do like hands. That's the thing.
I like strong, manly hands with nice fingers.
No, but back to the point. Men don't do... The reason we put a man on the moon was to get pussy. The reason we build bridges is to get pussy. The reason we have electricity is to get pussy. The reason Bitcoin exists is for pussy. The reason we made antibiotics, pussy. You know what I mean? That's all. That's the only reason we do anything.
I was gonna say STD, but pretty much for
Penicillin, pussy. The radio, pussy. Silicon graphics cards, pussy. It's all pussy. AI, pussy. Some guy made that to get pussy.
So that gives women a lot of power.
Yeah, you guys have a lot of power, but you wield it like retards. That's the problem.
Yeah. We're after the wrong kind of power.
Can you imagine how powerful it would be as a woman if you were 10 out of 10 gorgeous and you were like, 23 years old and you were like, I'm a virgin? You would be billionaire men would be falling at their feet to marry you. Yeah.
I don't understand the virgin fetish.
Well, it's a fetish for a lot of guys, which is why I'm saying it would have a lot of value in the marketplace.
It's a fetish only because
No, it's a fetish. It's a fetish because of men's insecurity about other men.
That is true that it's about insecurity, but it doesn't mean that insecurity is going to go away. That's ancient.
But it's also about scarcity and having something that not everyone can have.
Well, that's the reason it would be valuable in the marketplace, is because there are basically no virgin women.
My teeth are scarce. Does that make another?
Would it be the same value model if all 23-year-olds were virgins?
No, then it wouldn't be the same value. See? It's only valuable because it would be rare. There was this girl, I can't remember her name, but she was a Victoria's Secret model. But like a baby, like a junior Victoria's Secret model, whatever they call it, And she did like 1 or 2 runway shows. And this girl was beautiful. This girl was 10 out of 10 beautiful. And she decided that she no longer wanted to do these Victoria's Secret shows because she was a Christian and it was, sinful to be showing her body this way and blah, blah, blah. And like the amount of like men back then, this was like 2012 or 13, that wanted this girl because of that was like an insane number. Like way more men than wanted like the top Victoria's Secret model, like Giselle Bundchen or Adriana Lima or whoever it was back then. And it was because she was, rare in the marketplace. That's the reason why.
I don't think it's an insecurity, Zach. I really don't. I think it's a pride thing more than an insecurity thing.
But why do you have pride in that?
Well, isn't pride and insecurity?
It's yours, and it's not used. It's not something else that somebody else has.
It's not used. Like, listen, I have been with women,
When
attractive women.
When people buy a new car,
have this religious hang up, and I was, one of the first, or not the first. I was one of the first, 3 people they slept with because they have like a.
Well, if you're not first, you're last.
Maybe, but like that wasn't a positive experience. The like religious hang-ups around sex and like treating sex as this like taboo thing do not make you better at it.
There is a
hold on. People do not want a virgin because they think they're going to be better at sex, Zach. It's not about that. Like, it has nothing to do with the quality of sex.
Yeah, nobody grabs the person who hasn't done it.
It's unrelated. It's inversely related.
Yeah, and you know what? Most men don't really care if she's not super experienced. They want to do it with her.
It's not just
together.
It's not just about experience. It's about like, do you have hang-ups that make you bad at sex, which these people do.
Hang-ups, like what?
Let me add if you're
like you think it's sinful.
There's still like a journey to be taken.
Okay.
No, I don't know a single person that thinks sex is sinful.
This is a great obviously, right? Sinful. Because Zach, if you were with a girl, let's say you got with a girl who told you she had been with 2,000 men before you.
There is an upper bound, yes.
You'd probably feel pretty grossed out about that, right?
I would feel weird about it. But yes, there is an upper bound.
if you're not first, you're still last. It doesn't matter if it's 2,000 or 10.
No, of course it does. There's a huge difference between 10 guys and 2,000 guys.
At that point, she doesn't
the
even
last dude's still
remember
winning.
enough to compare you to anyone.
Well, it says a lot about the psychology of the woman who would sleep with 10,000 men or whatever it is, you know. Yeah. So that's the reason why it's no good. Whereas I don't know that the gradient goes the opposite direction. Meaning, if you met a girl who just had, very religious beliefs and she didn't want to have sex before marriage because she felt it was a sin, you wouldn't be like grossed out by it. It would probably be neutral to you.
Yeah. Well, first of all, if she's not sleeping with you, that's no good. And second of all, if she is sleeping with you, and again, I've been here, like, the sex is bad because she feels wrong about it.
That's supposed to make the sex hotter. I think you were doing it wrong, dude. By the way, every girl I've ever known like this will definitely let you fuck her in the ass.
Something about hodl.
I'm just saying, every Catholic girl will let you fuck her in the ass. Okay, so you got that going.
Maybe that's not a draw for me either. I'm honestly not a fan.
Not a fan.
There's a better ball.
Not every once in a while. No, I know, but like I don't say as the primary, but not every once in a while. Just
not
switch
even,
it up.
Not even really. I mean, I've done it, but it's not. It doesn't really do
primary and secondary.
I think it's like one out of every like 25, 30 times. That's like a good, good time.
How did you not just repeat yourself? Zach, sounds like you were doing it right.
Yeah. Yeah. That was the better callback.
Were you using lube? Like, come on, Zach.
Yeah, listen,
Wait, was she inserting it in your butthole, or were you inserting it in hers?
Who was on the receiving end? Because I can understand if you weren't a fan.
No comment.
That is like I have a hard psychological line about anything going on.
It would be funny if that was Zach. He'd be too hung up about it.
Zach's a butt virgin. Yeah, that's the problem. He's got too many weird hang-ups about it, Some would argue it diminishes his value in the sexual marketplace. being a butt virgin.
Does that mean his butthole is very valuable because it's scarred?
You know what?
Yeah.
I think it is.
Brittany, how would you value it?
These are the conversations we have when Bitcoin doesn't pump. Gotta keep ourselves entertained somehow.
Brittany, is it something that attracts you?
What? About
Like,
Here's a question. What about the quality? What about the quality of the guys that a girl has been with before? How much does that matter to your perception?
That matters for sure. Like, if a girl is with a guy or like a slew of guys or even one guy who's like a piece of shit who like beats her and stuff like that, like that's gonna leave lasting psychological damage that you then have to deal with.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about stuff that leaves a scar. I'm talking about the hierarchy in society of the men she's been with before.
Are you asking if it matters if she's been with black guys? Because that's what it sounds like.
Not specifically black guys. I'm talking about like she's been with like
or your neighbor.
I'm talking about like losers versus not.
Okay.
Well, I think what you're
Bezos versus your neighbor.
I get what Zach is getting at. What Zach is getting at is that good-looking rich people fuck each other a lot more. And it's kind of common in elite circles that there's a lot more hooking up between good-looking rich people. And so you're basically saying, like, if they were all good-looking rich partners in the past, it doesn't matter if it was a little...
Okay, wait, Zach. So she says to you...
The dude she dated before you is like a loser and not attractive.
So if she says to you, Zach, I'm not a virgin. However, the only two people that have used my hole are Elon and Bezos.
I think
you're
for a lot of...
I want that.
I think for a lot of guys, it cuts the opposite way, where like they would prefer that she have a history of losers, because then it's the same thing as the virgin thing, where it's like, well, you're the best.
Well, yeah, because they think they're not also
right.
a loser. Yeah.
Right. Whereas if her ex is like a pro athlete with a thick cock, you're like, yeah, like Rob Gronkowski. Like her ex is Rob Gronkowski. You're like, I don't know if I'm hitting it as good as Rob Gronkowski.
I think there's like a gradient there. You want her to have been with appropriate guys. I think both ends of the spectrum are bad.
Yeah, both ends are kind of. That's more of a socio-economic thing, though, than it is like a. But you're right. I mean, people. Well, here's what I'm saying is that people used to date outside of their class much more than they do today. And over time, we've seen people date more within their class. But there used to be more pairing between high and low than like back in like the, let's say, 50s, 60s, 70s.
Because class is more pronounced, and because honestly, dating apps for social fun.
Yeah, class is also kind of a way to filter by race too, which is the quiet part.
And we have to mention the fact that the higher class used to own the lower class.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I think that it's too much more for a man's ego to be the last rather than to be the first.
But what if you're just going to turn the last?
You're going to turn them lesbian one by one?
No, I mean, but wouldn't you
I don't
want
even
to
understand
know
the concept of
dated
that.
like
It's an expectation that you're
very good looking guys, and then she meets you and she makes you her last. I mean, because she wants to stay with you.
Right, because you're married.
Or because she just gives up sex after that.
That's how you know you're in a bad marriage.
She joins the nunnery. Yeah, that's it, Issa. I was her last.
A lot of guys are her last inside of a marriage because she just decides she doesn't want to have sex with that guy anymore. The amount of dudes out here in a sexless marriage, bro, that's a low-key crisis that nobody talks about.
It's interesting to hear, like, because that's not something I think I've ever considered.
That is how I would actually go as far to say that that's how the majority of men live.
Yeah, like, also, I don't want to know, like, I'm not going to ask you for the fucking number.
Bro, it's bad, because guys will just confide it to you. After it gets to a certain point, they'll reach a breaking point where they don't even care about the shame or the embarrassment. They just, like, have to tell somebody. And I've had a lot of dudes tell me that. A lot.
Tell you what? That
they're basically in a sexless marriage, yeah.
Oh,
and my response to them is always, quit acting like a fucking pussy. You know? Like, of course nobody wants to fuck you. You're, like, crying at the bar.
Oh, my God. A sexless marriage would be the end of life.
It's a sexless marriage against their will. It's just like their wife has decided unilaterally to stop it.
Yes, yeah. Not two people who are asexual. No, just like a wife who's not putting out anymore. And I would say that probably that is greater than 50% of married men.
Yeah, but I mean, it's their fault too.
Well, for sure.
If you're laying it down right, she's going to lay it down.
I suspect a lot of it is men's fault /
Yeah, I agree.
Wait, men, what?
Either like the men have made themselves not attractive, or they're bad at sex, or like a decent percentage of those cases, like the man has lost his libido.
And listen, let me be very straightforward for the men here that don't know this. If you only last 35 seconds, it's not worth the time. It's not worth the time to get ready. It's not worth the time to get ready for straight people. I understand that, Zach, but even foreplay, I mean, if the foreplay lasts longer than the actual nut, just get the fuck out of the bed. Fix something.
Yeah. Women also like foreplay.
Maybe this is connected to everybody being so... Maybe this is connected to everybody being so fucking fat. Because when you're, like, morbidly obese, obviously you don't have a very high libido.
I mean, when you're morbidly obese, can you even find it?
Oh, God.
Maybe that's what it's.
I'm not going to for a dick.
Well, the foreplay has to do also more with the connection and the vibe and energy rather than because it's not like a jerk off, you know. It's more like about the integration. That's the reason why the foreplay is important.
But be honest, Issa, a 35-second nut is disappointing, and it doesn't make you want to do it again.
She needs at least 37 seconds.
So what?
Listen, I agree. You need to last at least minute 45, minute 50. Yeah.
Listen, that's work for some people.
Over here.
If you're a grown man and you're still lasting 35 seconds, like, I think maybe there's something going on with you too.
Be careful, you're gonna offend people in here because it's a much larger percentage than you expect.
Well, no, there's something. I feel like there's something like something wrong with your parasympathetic nervous system or something. Like, why are you coming in 32
for
seconds?
some people, it is a real problem.
Right.
Like, a medical treatment is needed.
Listen, when I was a young man, like 18, 19.
You're still a young man.
I was very excited to do sex with a lady. And if I knew I was going to be doing sex with a lady later, I would jerk off beforehand. Because I was like, I don't want to be fucking, so amped up, ready to go that I'm like 20 seconds. So all I'm saying is, there are things you can do to mitigate this.
Something about marriage. Tell us all about this.
Exactly.
All you have to do is slow down your breathing.
Is that all?
Bro, I've jerked off 2 or 3 times before going out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it still wasn't enough. No, I'm just kidding. That's enough when you do it 3 times. It's enough.
Solid minute and a half of that.
That's a little too much, actually. You're like, you show up to the date, you're like, I'm a little tired.
I just didn't even say anything.
Lou, your mic is horrible.
And will your voice be for?
Oh, why are you hating on me?
You know I love voice.
Do gay guys also have foreplay? Oh, Brittany's gone.
By play. Oh, Issa, the gay guy from Australia came back on the app. The guy that you liked, I think that was him.
I don't know which one.
About you, so now I'm thinking maybe I'm confusing people. The guy that got like 12 booster shots, he's in Australia.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember his name.
Yeah.
But I didn't like him. I mean, I kind of bullied him, I think.
Yeah, that's how you,
That's my love language.
Yo. GNS is up another 17% today.
Are you talking about
Another one.
Huh?
Just quickly, are you talking about Gabe?
Yeah, Gabe.
Ah, yeah. Okay. He's a Jew.
Who was the guy that, do you remember there was a dude on here that was like he was trying to train himself to become gay so he could be more sexually satisfied. Do you remember who that was?
Lou, are you talking about yourself?
Probably.
No, do you remember who that was? Why not tell me like that? Whoever said that.
He's just a faggot, right, Lou?
That's right. I'm an N-word, F-word.
A figure nugget?
That's right. You don't remember that? There was some dude. He's like super. I don't know if he's autistic, but he was like a programmer. He's like very, just different and awkward and weird. And he would like always talk about how like he's just not compatible with women, but he's not attracted to men, so he's trying to train himself to be gay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's also Australian. I think Australians are weird. Sorry, Mike.
Bro, this GNS shitcoin, I'm so glad I never sold this dumb shit. Because it just keeps bumping now. I'm up like, what? It's at 1, dude, it's up 25%. Yeah, I went from being down 70% on this to now being up 120% on it.
Yeah, I've been down on it for so long. I expected to still be down on it when you said that, and then I looked at it, and I was like, oh, nice.
What are you up? When did you buy it?
Nice.
I doubled down on it near bottom like a retard. This is a Teddy thing. I swear, whenever Teddy gets you into something, it's either a big loser or a big winner. There's no in between.
Why would buying more at the bottom? Why would that be bad?
Oh, because it's a piece of shit penny stock.
Oh yeah.
So it's a very
the bottom, but I got you.
It's a stupid thing to do. You're throwing good money after bad. That's fine. But sometimes you gotta do it.
everybody. Please join me in welcoming Silva to the room.
Sylvie!
What's up? Good morning.
Hey man, did you hear the news about Jeffrey Epstein?
What, new news?
He never existed. It's a Mandela effect. He was just a figment of our collective imagination.
I heard
There never was a man named Jeffrey Epstein.
It was a conspiracy.
It's a Mandela, dude. We all got psyoped by ourselves, dude. Mandela, dude.
I heard that Trump decided to make use of the blackmailing so that he could get big, beautiful bill passed.
It was actually Jeffrey Epstein.
That's right. That's right.
That's a good
Bro, I read that book to my children the other day, and I was like, the name of these bears isn't fucking Berenstain. It's Berenstein, goddammit. Bernstein.
The one that tripped me out the most is the ET thing. The ET go home, and now they're saying it's ET home go or something. Oh no, phone. ET phone home, and now they're saying it's ET home phone.
No, that's bullshit. It's ET phone
Phone
home.
home, yeah. No, they're saying it's the other way around. Home
Well, they're lying. They're lying. It's ET phone home.
Bro, the one that just me out is that there's a turkey leg painting, or king eating a turkey leg. There's this painting. Well, there's not this painting, but I've seen the painting. I remember the painting. Apparently, it doesn't exist.
What thing?
You know that in ET, when they dress ET up for Halloween as a ghost and walk around the neighborhood, he meets a Yoda, a little kid dressed as a Yoda, and he like tries to go be friends with him. And then in Phantom Menace, George Lucas added ET to Star Wars, so the ETs they're on the intergalactic Senate, and so that's like that's a crossover universe where like ET actually knew Yoda from the fucking intergalactic Senate.
Did you ever see that like meme that ET is a Jedi or some shit? It was like they put it all together and using all that.
No, I never saw it.
Yeah, there's like a video that someone put together, like all the clues from ET and Star Wars that mean that ET was really a Jedi in that universe.
Bro,
It's pretty funny.
I will not accept any slander in Star Wars prequels because they're so good compared to the Disney bullshit that came after.
Yeah, I never hated on them as much as people hated on them. And in retrospect, you're right. They are better than the new ones.
It was just boomers hating on it, you know.
Yeah, I think so.
Younger people like the new ones because I was a kid when I saw it, so it was like, for me, I'm like 10 years old watching Phantom Menace. I'm like, this rules.
Like 17, 18, when me and my brother went to go see it. We both liked it. My brother still likes the prequel.
Two was pretty bad.
It's the guy that plays Darth Vader is a little cringe occasionally.
Yeah,
Right, and what?
yeah.
The grown-up,
Oh,
not the
Hayden
kids.
Christensen.
Yeah.
Hayden
He's
Christensen.
a little shitty.
Are those the new ones?
Nah, he rules. You guys are wrong.
That was like,
Oh, stop it.
It's just George Lucas's dialogue that's bad. I mean, who's supposed
Okay,
to
the
make
dialogue. Okay, I
Yeah.
don't know. His delivery is kind of bad.
No, dude, he's great. Dude, in the third one when he becomes Darth Vader, that's the shit. That's the shit, bro. Go back and rewatch it.
Okay, maybe I need to go back and watch it. Because I never hated those movies. I really like the first one with
Star Wars
the
is
race.
listen. Star Wars is the story of Anakin Skywalker. It's not the story of Luke Skywalker. It's Anakin Skywalker's story.
Right.
The whole thing is about like the Return of the Jedi. That's Anakin.
100%.
Anakin is the Jedi who returns, not Luke.
yeah, that's true.
No, think about it, because at the end he becomes a Jedi again after being a Sith when he kills the Emperor. And then Disney ruins it by being like, the Emperor came back to life. Like, shut the fuck up. No, he didn't. Stop ruining Anakin's story,
That was
bitch.
so lame. That was lame.
And Anakin is the one who restores balance to the Force. So, like, the prophecy is fulfilled at the end. He just takes this turn through the dark side in order to do it. Star Wars rules. Try, you suck. Fuck you. You wouldn't know good acting if it hit you in the dick. That's right. Stay silent. Stay silent.
Yeah,
Stay silent.
especially if you watch them all in a row. I did that once, and we were like, "Holy shit!" The originals, the acting is just the shit, like so bad.
Yeah.
The acting is so bad.
It's like campy on purpose, you know.
Just the fourth, fifth, and sixth one. It's
By the way,
fifth and sixth one, like they really are bad actors. Like not all of them.
Dude, because they're movies for children. They're not movies for adults. Adults turn them into this whole thing, but like they're for children. They're for 11-year-old boys.
Yeah.
That's who the movies are for.
Never thought it was like that.
That's like the adults going to Disney World. It's not for them.
Yeah, adults are, but they want the bed. This ride is sexist and racist, and it's like, bro, little kids don't see it that way. Okay, stop being weird. Little kids aren't looking at the pirates and being like, Pirates of the Caribbean, like, it's so sexist, they're hitting wenches. It's like, these are wenches, they deserve to be hit. You know? They're basically just lady pirates. I saw this video the other day. I don't know if it was real or not. But
is that really happening at the rides? They're eating
yeah, Disney. Yeah, back in the day at Pirates of the Caribbean, the Jungle Cruise and the Pirates of the Caribbean were actually both pretty racist and sexist. But we should keep them the same for posterity, you know?
Things were better when they were more sexist and more racist.
I saw this thing of a woman. It was a liberal woman trying to prevent a duck from, quote, raping another duck, and she was screaming, "Get off of her! Get off of her!" And I'm pretty sure it was not a parody. I'm pretty sure it was real.
Bro,
the duck rape is fucking wild.
Listen to this story. I had a friend who every year gets ducklings and goes and puts them on a pond. And one year, something ate all of them, and there was only one male duck. All right, he survived. And then the next crop comes in, and we have a big release party, and this lone duck is in the lake, and here comes more ducks. Dude, he was like a rocket ship right towards them, and you know what the first thing he did? He mounted duck, and he just went for it. And the whole crowd, he had a big party, was witnessing duck rape.
Wow.
No, listen, I know the duck's rape.
Whole year, and as soon as he saw a female duck, he just went for it. He didn't give a shit.
I know the duck's rape. The part that's crazy about the story is that the liberal woman is trying to prevent a duck rape by scolding.
Hilarious.
By scolding the duck.
The lady duck didn't consent.
And shaming the other humans into not saving this.
Right. And it's like, dude, do you know that nobody in the animal kingdom consents? And that the only reason we do is because we've evolved beyond that?
I don't know if that's true. What do you mean by consent? Like, what do you mean by that?
Shut up, faggot. Don't question me.
It means that from my story,
I mean, I'm pretty sure listen to shit. Like, it's not all right.
That was the best.
Sorry, that was just the funniest thing I could say in the moment.
Yeah.
No, listen, like, I mean, yeah, there's some. I mean, first of all, how are you supposed to know if an animal is consenting? Number one.
Really? That's what I'm asking you.
What I'm saying is that rape has always been a mating strategy in every animal species on the planet. You know,
you get laid.
consensually, because we've evolved beyond rape.
It was a joke. Red jokes are bad.
But yeah, I mean, like, there's no such thing as a duck raping another duck. It's just duck sex. And duck sex has rape as part of it. They haven't evolved out of rape.
Is it ducks the ones that have like a screw penis?
Yes. It's very gross the way they have sex. Everything about it is disgusting and horrible. Trust me, you don't want to know any more about ducks.
Have you ever seen turtles having sex?
I am funny to Affleck now, and now I'm going to think Affleck's raping people.
Only with shoes, he said.
Well, I saw these gigantic turtles having sex, and they make a very strange noise.
Oh, that shit's funny. They're like tortoises.
Yeah, tortoises.
Yeah,
It sounds weird.
it's very weird.
It was very weird. Actually, I have it on video. I videoed them.
They sound like people. It's weird.
Let me find the video. I'm gonna play it for you.
That's some weird shit right there, Lisa.
Well, I don't know. Like, I was in Tanzania, and I was going to visit this place with these gigantic tortoises that are like 80 years old. And as I was entering the place, I could hear this noise, and I'm like, "What's that?" And the guys were like, "Oh, those are the tortoises bleating." And I was like, "Oh my god!" And I was recording. Yeah, it sounds like that. No, but it's stronger than that. Let me look for mine. And she was hungry. Like, I started feeding her while she was having sex.
So you were on set of this turtle porn?
Yes.
You were directing it and filming it?
I was there, yeah, and after they were finished, I took a photo with them. It was the first time.
Good morning.
Hello.
How's it going?
Is that Chris?
Christopher.
Oh, Chris.
How are you guys?
What's up,
Is that nice?
Welcome back.
I knew that was you. Jeez.
It was Pepe Pig before. But, anyways.
Why are you gay?
I'm gay for Taylor. I know you're gay. Are you, is Dave there?
The other Canadian?
You think you're gonna come for dinner on Wednesday, Dave, or do you know yet?
Oh.
I think so. Do you want to play pickleball after? No. Okay.
Better pickleball before dinner.
If you'd said yes, we'd have to change your name to Gay Dave. Actually, the dinner alone might require it. I don't know.
John and Chris, the two
Is it a
biggest
double
guys.
date, or is it just Chris and Dave date?
John's in town as well.
But with wives, or just you guys?
Just guys. Just the boys.
I'm the only one with a wife.
I mean, with it's just I don't like the word partners, but like with your.
I don't think the divorce is finalized, Dave.
might have actually finalized.
The joke was that Issa was implying John was going to bring his ex-wife.
Oh, I didn't hear the. Well, it's John Faruqi then.
Faruqi?
Yo, did Chris just get booted?
Christian?
Chris did. I think
Kristen.
Jimmy came in, booted him.
And left.
Oh no. But Jimmy left too. Jimmy didn't get booted, did he?
I didn't even see Jimmy in here.
Yeah, he popped in for like 2 seconds.
Oh, he probably booted Kristen.
So lame.
No, I didn't see.
Can those two just squash their beef?
So someone called Jimmy in here to boot Chris. What a fact.
Can they just squash it?
It would be nice.
They need to hug.
It's like Jimmy and Teddy. Jimmy and Teddy got into it, and then they became friends again. Like, we just gotta make them friends again.
Who broke the deal between the other two? Maybe they can do something with Chris and Jimmy.
Chris needs to find a scam for Jimmy to get involved, and they can become partners.
That's how we get over this. They have to scam together as one. But it has to be a really low-level shitty scam.
All right, I'll do it.
They make like hardly any money. Brad, you're the perfect man for this job.
Just a small treasury company, Brad. Come on, make it happen.
Just a little one. Just a little one.
For you guys. 6.15 Bitcoin treasury company.
I really want to do the 6.15 treasury company. Brad, have I told you this idea?
No.
Okay, so here's the idea. We do a treasury company that's called 6.15 Capital, right? And we only buy 6.15 Bitcoin. That's it.
At a time?
No, just once. And then
Just once.
and then we continue to go on CNBC and tell them that they're idiots and everybody else is an idiot for having more than 6.15 Bitcoin. and this is all you need. It's just 6.15 Bitcoin. And then we buy Hooters.
Oh.
And then when they ask us why we bought Hooters, we're like, there's a prophecy that we're working on. That's what we do at 6.15 Capital.
Who's going to be CEO?
And they just call me on CNBC every time, and I just show up and like get Vipers, and I just be like, Michael Saylor's a retard, Jack Barr's a retard, David Bailey's a retard. You know why? Because they all have more than 6.15. And then basically what we're doing is we're creating the first treasury company, meme stock, right? So all of the value is derived from the memetics, and none of the value is derived from the capital.
That's a fun one.
And then out of nowhere, when everybody thinks we won't, ever have more than 6.15, we fucking do a massive raise and we end up with 6,150. And then we only do a raise every time we can get to a 10x multiple of 6.15.
Well, how great would it be if Ethereum
Sounds like
outperformed Bitcoin in this cycle?
A good AI movie for your next AI movie. How?
Well, people are gearing up to do Ethereum treasury companies. Did you hear Tom Lee is doing one?
They're already done. There's 2 of them already.
No, I know. No, but I mean they're gearing up to do more of them, yeah. That's the way to save
a treasury company that was announced today.
The really interesting thing is Tina involved with that one?
The really interesting thing about Ethereum treasury companies is that you have staking, right? So you can stake to earn yield. And the government said that ETFs cannot stake to earn yield. So now only treasury companies can stake to earn yield. And the staking the staking is the consensus. So what's going to end up happening is these treasury companies are going to have more than the ETFs because they can stake and the other ones can't. And then Ethereum's consensus will literally turn into a couple of public companies that own the majority of ETH that's staking as a service. Because what's going to end up happening is their access to capital is going to be way better than any other staking service. So they can give you higher returns on their staking than like all of the decentralized air quote stakers.
That's the inevitable conclusion for Ethereum, is that it ends up super duper centralized.
The performance.
So there's actually
SBET was not very good. It was up like 30x or something 3 weeks ago or whatever when the private deal was done. But then de-SPAC'd, and now it's only up like 80%.
I mean, it's a SPAC. The fact that it's up makes it a big mark. Like most IPOs and SPACs are down 90% within a year.
You're sounding a little ethy to me this morning, Mohan. A little ethy shit going on.
By saying don't buy SPACs or IPOs.
Yeah. You seem a little bit
scam or shitcoin.
You seem a little bit like a Vitalik simp. Just gonna say.
Yeah, he's an apologist, Otto.
You apologizing?
I am apologizing right now.
All right, good.
That was the apology.
Apologize.
I didn't get Ethereum love to tell me about that.
Listen, can ETH have another pump? Sure. You know. But I think the game is kind of up on ETH.
It's not really likely. Like, the Ethereum Foundation is just selling them into everything. Like, every time there's some movement, they just unlock another 10, 20, 100 million of ETH and sell it. So until Vitalik and the Ethereum Foundation are out of ETH to sell, it's just going to keep doing nothing.
Yep. And how much ETH do they have?
What could they possibly need?
I can't remember.
Like, what does the
nothing? They're buying Bitcoin with the money. They must be.
What do you mean? What do you mean doing nothing?
What do you mean? It's up today. More than Bitcoin. Bitcoin's down. ETH is up.
Oh my God! Zoom out.
I think we fucking zoomed out in this room.
British model. It's coiling.
By the way, if you bought into Belgravia yet?
No, I don't really like the long term.
You don't like the winners?
British. ETH isn't even past its 2021 all-time high. It's not even close to its 2021 all-time high.
Yeah, but it's gonna accelerate way faster than Bitcoin. Even Trump's
Maybe. Well, Trump has a long history of piss poor financial investment.
Hey, Brad, what don't you like about their long-term plan?
They want to do yield games with the treasury. They want to put it in these DeFi protocols and earn yield on the Bitcoin. It's like not interesting to me.
You know that to be true?
Well, I spoke to the round 13 guys, and that's what they want Belgravia to do.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Joey's been pretty consistent in saying they're Bitcoin only.
Yeah, but I still have another call with Joey to kind of get a full pitch on the yield product they built.
You can be my ex and put it to you at $4.
Okay, well, I don't think ETH is.
Do you like Matador's long-term plan?
I'm talking about Belgravia.
I think
do you like Matador's?
Not for.
Brad, do you like Matador's long-term plan?
Fuck Matador.
I don't think I can comment on Matador.
Oh, okay.
Are you an advisor? Did you take the advisor shares?
I didn't take the advisor shares, no.
Oh, then, why wouldn't you be able to comment?
Well, because I'm privy to material non-public information on that one.
Wow. Got it.
I think I'm not supposed to comment on it, bad or good.
So you're wall crossed?
Not really. I talk to the team all the time, so I kind of know things that they're planning to do. but I resigned my advisor position. So like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I resigned it so that I wouldn't have to be people thinking I was shilling Matador and getting paid to do it. So I canceled all my advisor shares.
Oh, congratulations, Brad. You're listening to advice. You resigned.
Yeah, well.
Wait, the advisor got advised?
Wait, Andrew, what percentage did you charge Brad for your advisory position in his advisory stake?
He lost it all because I lost all the shares.
Yeah, my hourly rate is friends and family discounted to $50,000 an hour. My public rate is $100,000 an hour.
Well,
minus 200. Minus
250.
Minus 250.
Oh, you gotta say it.
Otto told me to listen to my heart. So in the end, it was my own heart that gave me the advice.
Did he say, I don't know if you're calling and I don't know why, but listen to your heart before she tells you goodbye?
No.
No one listen to your heart? Listen to your heart.
You guys make Brad uncomfortable. Go back to the fan.
I'm not uncomfortable. I'm just trying to navigate complexities of what I can't say. That's uncomfortable. So yes, I'm uncomfortable.
Hey, Brad, how come your people can't win in a sport you created?
This game.
That's what I'm curious.
Have you? Never mind. It's a bad joke.
You're welcome. I'm just trying to change the topic for you.
Where did Hollow go? He left.
The moment you said you were not going to divulge material information to him, he was like, fuck this room, there's no alpha here.
No, he went to create an invoice. $250K an hour.
Dave's gone as well. They're pitching fucking Canadian shit coins, right?
I might have to increase my rate, my titles rate. I like that new rate.
I would like to know how much, just curious, how much Ethereum they still hold, the Ethereum Foundation. I think it's a lot.
Dave's doing business development on behalf of Canadian capital markets right now.
They have 200,000, around 200,000 Ethereum left.
Yo, y'all can hear me?
Hello, yeah.
Yeah, deadass. I don't want to get annoying ass text messages.
Yeah, you're gonna wait.
Hey yo, fucking Chris is modded. I don't want to fucking hear Chris is modded in rooms, fam. This is annoying to me, bro. It's unnecessary. It's just unnecessary. It's just unnecessary, bro. It's like, yo, deadass, what are we gonna go now? Back and forth running rooms? We're closing room? Because that's what's gonna happen. It's just what.
She can drama going.
Fuck. The fuck is wrong with you niggas, man? like spitting in my fucking face, man. It's like spitting in my fucking face. So who's doing it? Who's pulling up this nigga and modding him, fam? Because if I want to come in to see my friends, speak to people that I like, and then he's here modded, like that doesn't make sense, man. The fuck? If you like this nigga, call this nigga's phone.
What up? It's a little crazy.
Who's that, Silva?
No,
Dave's back.
Yeah,
Hey, Silva,
play Peacemaker, Silva.
Silva, suck my dick, Silva. Fuck you, Silva.
Stop walking.
He is
Suck
going
my
to do
dick,
that
nigga.
on
Fuck
his
you,
own
nigga.
time. Okay, you're not gonna have any sway on it. Like, if you don't understand this, it's
Andrew, stop talking.
Yo, Silva, fuck you, nigga. Fuck you, nigga.
What the hell's your problem, Jimmy?
Where we at? Silver sucking dick. I have to get the
Never. Fuck out of here.
only if it's Salvadorian.
Nobody.
Oh my god. Oh Dios.
Or illegal.
Is Silver sucking illegal dick?
Nope. Not sucking any dick. That's the problem I get.
know when to shut the fuck up.
Andrew, shut your mouth. You have nothing to do with any of this.
Then why the fuck are we
What's
talking?
going on? Why are you talking about me, Andrew? Shut the fuck up.
Because Silver was defending the Canadians.
I wasn't defending anybody. Jesus Christ, I was telling people.
Holy shit, are we playing teams over here? Yeah, you felt compelled to interrupt
This is so
Jimmy
lame.
in his business.
You're the one texting him, right, Andrew? I guess you're the one texting Jimmy about causing
How many people are in this audience, Silva? Yo, fuck you, son. How many people are in this
It's
audience?
just drama.
How many people gonna text me? How many people?
What are we doing? What's the job?
I don't.
Silva, why are you compelled
Listen,
to interrupt?
listen, Silva.
Dude, no,
Silva,
I'm not gonna talk about this bullshit. This is stupid.
Okay.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out the room, nigga. Fuck you, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck is wrong with this nigga, man?
What's going on? Just because Chris was in the room?
Hey, yo, suck my dick. That's what's going on, bro.
Okay.
All the comedians are getting it today. All the fucking comedians are getting it.
Yo, Jimmy.
I'm in the car right now. I'm getting my iced coffee. I need my iced coffee, nigga. Fuck you niggas, man. Suck my dick, y'all.
So what? Like, Chris comes in the room and that's not okay?
Nah.
Like,
Yo, listen, bro.
yeah.
Don't gaslight.
I'm not gaslighting you. I'm just asking.
It's no gaslighting, bro.
I'm not gaslighting you.
I'm
saying, if you're not here and Chris is in here,
I don't give a fuck if I'm not here now, because I'm gonna come in. Every day I'm in these rooms, every fucking day. So if I'm not here at the time, I'm going to come in.
okay.
If I come in and he's here, that doesn't make sense to me, bro.
like Chris. Fucking hollow Martin. Hollow Martin. Like, people like him.
Then call him. Text him, nigga. Text him.
I can.
Go ahead, nigga. Cause then you force me to interact with this nigga. And I'm not doing it, bro.
You don't have to interact with him.
And I wouldn't do that to anybody in this room. You know how many niggas get fucking kicked because they got beef with somebody else in this room?
Jimmy,
but when they're not here, they get kicked.
Hold on.
Yo,
I just want to point one thing out to you, okay? I just want to point one thing out to you.
Lift it out to me.
If I thought that Chris was actually a threat to you,
I don't want to hear nothing.
I would have a problem with it
I don't want to hear nothing, fam. I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear shit.
Hey, shut the fuck up right now.
The fuck? The fuck is wrong with you niggas, man?
Fuck off, Andrew. Like, I'm being very reasonable.
No, you're fucking not. No, you're not.
It is not the right time, okay?
You're not being reasonable.
How am I not being reasonable?
Hey, the best thing to do right now is to shut the fuck up.
Okay, well, whatever. I don't think that it's good if everyone just fights, so.
You mean everyone think, yo, son, I'm not dealing with this nigga Chris. I don't want to come in the rooms and see this fucking nigga modded, and I'm forced to interact with this nigga. I do not want to interact with this nigga, man.
Okay.
Sometimes I want to put hands on you niggas. You fucking niggas pretend like you don't understand. Sometimes, man, I want to smack some of you niggas, man. This shit frustrates the shit out of me, and I get gaslit as if you don't motherfucking understand. Don't force me to interact with this nigga, because all that's gonna happen is rooms start getting rugged for no reason. Nobody's gonna win this. Nobody wins, bro. Just don't mind this nigga.
Meta Planet down 5%.
Your tweets have consequences, British.
I guess so.
They're gonna blame you for that.
Good. Fuck them.
I just wanted to make one thing clear. I started this club because I didn't want to be told how to run a room. If fucking Chris comes in here, I have no problem with being in here. I told him he was an asshole to Jimmy and he should apologize. But I'm not going to fucking prevent Chris from being in the room. Jimmy, if it doesn't work for you, you can't be in the room. Start your own room. I don't know what to tell you. I think you should get... I don't know. You guys should deal with your beef, but I don't answer to anybody. And Andrew, I don't appreciate being told to shut the...
And that was weird. So I was like, what the fuck's going on here? And they start reading, because I understood saying, like, I understood Hebrew, I understand certain things, but no one told me it's about, because I never learned anything about the religion, Islamic or Judaism. I think they had a deal. Do you want, who's in the audience? 1 second. okay? This person has a poo in the orange. Can you remove them?
You cannot remove the anonymous. You cannot remove them. That's a new picture on the clubhouse, and you cannot get rid of them.
Can you go through and reopen again one more time?
Yeah.
Okay, do that, please. Thank you.
Give me just a minute because I'm about to stop in a minute, so just give me.
Okay.
Give me a minute. I'm still driving. Give me a minute.
choice to dealt with systematically, like on an individual basis, in a way that can determine whether, you know, they can be prioritized in helping, you know, get their citizenship, and you know, you can determine their education. Like, there could be different factors, but there should be a level of mercy, I think, given the circumstances that a lot of people came here under. I think the border needs to be absolutely secure, you know, in this age with, you know, the type of weapons that are available to people, the type of drugs that are, you know, going on, the cultures of, you know, the criminal cultures that are very dominant in a lot of regions. So there should be,
Let me mention. I agree with you. There has to be.
I just want to say just a couple more things before you ask me, if you don't mind. I just want to say, like, for in terms of the downfall of America, like, in quality of life, to me, quality of life means you have safety. You have safety in the society, and you have, you know, good food that's not poisonous, like good food. You have almost 43% of Americans are obese, and you know, Europe. The European Union has completely rejected Monsanto's lobbying. The food in Europe is great. It's pure. It's good. So, you know, the downfall of America, I think the biggest problem is the poisonous food, because the Americans are in an extremely bad condition. And, you know, we have the technology to provide the country and also sell to the world, you know, free energy and free food, which are basic necessities. I believe.
You're playing.
5 more seconds. Just 5 more seconds. Can I get 5 more seconds?
Go ahead.
Yeah. So like, I think maybe some part of the process for these people could be determining if they could be utilized to help build infrastructure with these new technologies we have that can provide all of us with a much higher quality of life.
Well, let me just say, hold on, Marshall, please give me a second. And the problem with these new technologies, right? Because people are gonna say we should teach the Americans first before we teach.
Yeah, I agree with that. No, I agree. Prioritize the people here first. Yes.
But I'm gonna say a couple of polarizing things, Abid, and then I'm gonna ask you questions. Well, let me ask you a question first. Where's your family from originally?
I'm from New York. My parents are from America.
Oh, so you're in New York. I live in Brooklyn.
I lived in Brooklyn as a teenager.
I don't think we have a immigration problem in New York, because we've been a melting pot since New York's been New York. So I don't think that's an issue. But let me say a couple of polarizing statements. I think the downfall of America is definitely not ICE. It's just a clickbait title, but I'll say this. I think the downfall of America is the far right and the far left. I think the crime carriers in this country, right, are really a danger to our country. And I stand on that. But let me say good morning to Uncle Steve. Uncle Steve, how you doing, brother?
Good morning, Jay. It's a pleasure to see you. Thanks for holding the space.
Oh, you need coffee, bro. I know that out by you got a mayor that's running into parks trying to stop ICE agents from arresting illegal immigrants. What do you think about your esteemed mayor?
And out by you have a proposed mayor that's in first place that is
we can, all right, built into the question is the assumption that either one, there is a downfall of America. So if that is happening, and there's an establishment that that is what's happening, personally, I don't think ICE is the start of it. I think it started way before that. But I guess directly to the question, like, is ICE the start of American downfall? No, personally, I don't think so. I think there's all kinds of who was talking earlier. NY, I think said it perfectly, or maybe it's not. I'm not sure. I think she said it perfectly in terms of like it's saying it's ICE is a tremendous oversimplification of all kinds of shit that's going on in our country. Like there's all kinds of shit going on in our country. So I'll just leave it there. But James, thanks for coming.
Thank you very much. Brian Angelo, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Did you get a new account? Did you get clips?
No, I just don't have access to that phone number anymore.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Yeah.
So the mic is yours.
Good morning. What is the question again?
The question is the title of the room is ICE the start of America's downfall.
No, I personally think ICE is still beneficial to America. I love what ICE is doing right now. The outrage that I see for ICE is just so embarrassing, and like the fact that people salute Randy, and the fact that people are boxing with ICE in the streets is just like, where do you people get off and you think that you can put your hands on federal agents, just doing their job? These people that they're arresting, I don't know if you guys seen that viral video. It was in Massachusetts. It was in Worcester, Massachusetts, where they were capturing a lady in like the whole neighborhood. Everybody came outside and separated and whatever like that. And they even splashed water on I don't know what they threw at the cop, the agents, but they threw liquids at them. And then, you know what? And the woman really wasn't trying to fight. But then, the woman that was being arrested, but then it came out, she was a fucking human trafficker from Brazil. She knew what she was doing. Man, I just can't believe.
Brian, let me ask you a question, Brian. Do you think it's hate for ICE or it's hate for Donald Trump and his policies?
I mean, I'm not sure if the two correlate. I mean, ICE is going to be ICE with or without Donald Trump, I would say. Maybe is it hate for America and ICE? But I mean, ICE is going to do whatever they're going to do, regardless.
Yeah, but ICE didn't have the mission statement that they have now with Donald Trump. They didn't have that mission statement under Joe Biden.
Well, it's been so out of control, and it seems like obviously Joe Biden shifted their mind, but it's out of control. Like, bro, I'm from the hood. I'm an immigrant. I've been to prison. I mean, my families are all immigrants. I'm the only natural born American. But bro, like in 2000, a lot of Central Americans came. I don't know if you guys remember that. In the year 2000, literally, a lot of Central Americans came. Whatever. But the new wave, like all they did was release the Venezuelan prison and send their fucking criminals over here. Like this is like engineers from fucking India, South India coming over here. It's fucking dangerous. These people. I had fucking Uruguayans that I rented to out of the goodness of my heart, bro. This is a true story. Out of the goodness of my heart, I rented to a couple, very young, and the woman was pregnant. They didn't pay me rent for 5 months. These are the type of people that are coming to this country. It's not good people, bro. I'm sorry to say that your uncles and your aunts are not good people. There are some bad. The pool of people that are coming in they're trash.
Ryan, I'd like to ask you a question, and JB, I'd like to ask you the same question. I am against ICE wearing hoods and being masked. I might be wrong, but they are the only law enforcement agency I'm aware of that wears hoods and masks, and I am against it. Brian, what do you think about that? Also,
they're not the only ones. Well, hold on. Don't interrupt him. Well, the thing is, so, if you see my PTR, you can see kind of where, like, I look
their powers and stuff like that. Them wearing a mask, bro, it doesn't really bother me because like the way these ICE agents are being targeted, if they want to conceal their face or something like that, these people probably got kids and I'm in contact with some ICE agents and if you really knew how hard of a job they have, it's very tough. They don't even get, some of them don't even get paid on the weekends. I'm being for real.
Thank you. JB, I'd like to know what you think, and then I'd like to hear from Brad, because apparently I'm not aware of other law enforcement agencies that are hooded and masked. But JB, what do you?
Before I say what I got you, Nathan. Before I get to what I think, Derek, I love your jersey, bro. I just want to say that this year coming up. So yeah, Cam. Okay. So what do I think? I think when you're going against cartels, right, you have to have safety in place. Do they need it for every raid? No. But you can't just, I don't think you can just cherry pick what raid you're going to go on and if you're going to wear a mask or not. It is a dangerous job, Steve. I have no problems with the masks. I don't understand the debate over it because what does it matter if they wear a mask or not? I mean, you see their face, or you don't see their face, you still go to the scout. But back to you, Steve, and then I want to get to Paul.
Yeah, I'd like to hear from Brad so I can learn, Brad, what other law enforcement agencies do they wear hoods and masks?
SWAT teams do it, FBI does it, ATF does it, U.S. Marshals will do it, your local police will do it when they conduct raids, a multitude of it. And aside from just the safety of the officers and their families, there's also a prevailing risk as well. They come in covered because, again, they don't know what they're dealing with. They don't know what's behind the door. Brian pointed out the case of, she was a human trafficker. Okay, well, unfortunately people spit, people do things, and with today's political climate, I wouldn't be an officer without a mask on if I was conducting a raid and trying to arrest somebody, because again, you'd have people that clearly are in the audience that would have no problem doxing their information and putting it out online saying, here, go ahead and attack their children. We watched Maxine Waters literally sit there as a thing saying, anybody who works for this administration under Trump's first term, you go out and you harass them, you attack them. She had no problem doing shit like that. So with today's political climate, I can understand the officers saying, I got kids at home, this is my day job, I got a family to raise, I'm not exposing myself on this way, especially with the way the liberals or the left in this country is actually fucking trying to hurt officers and people that are trying to enforce policies. Thank you.
Can you explain? No. Please. Because Paul has been patiently waiting, and then we'll go to Nathan, then to you, Jules. Paula, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
How you doing?
I'm good, thanks for asking. I was just sitting here listening, and I don't agree with certain things, but what I do agree with is the mask thing should be illegal, because even if an agency, whether you're FBI or CIA, whatever, if you have a mask on and you're going to go arrest somebody, you should have a warrant in your hand and you should disclose your name. I mean, that should be illegal what they're doing. And I see the rage. Think about this. Think about it. What's going on in America? We're all streaming now, right? There's no television anymore, so everyone's streaming on different channels or whatever, and you see this stuff every day. It looks bad. And can you imagine to the people that are going through this? What if this was happening in another country? What if this was happening in Latin America? There'd be a rage. And by the way, there are a lot of immigrants, American immigrants, going to Latin American countries and other countries that, by the way, don't have status. It's a fact. And do you think that it'd be okay visually that they would do the same thing to American citizens? And you guys would be outraged. It doesn't look right, and it looks terrible, and it shows bias. And by the way, I looked up the numbers the other day and who they're deciding to be biased towards, and it's definitely 100% Central Americans, okay, mostly Mexicans. When in the last, by the way, I'm a former teacher, what a master teacher.
Mexican immigration in the United States in 2005. It's usually people from El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras.
No. Can I finish? No, he's wrong. I have the numbers. Okay, I'm a studied person, and if I want to say something, I want to actually throw up the numbers and the graphs. That's who I am. So it's a fact that the Mexican president.
had a protest in Mexico City telling gringos to get the F out of their city because you're affecting our way of life. They're crashing the restaurants, breaking into houses, tearing up. There's like thousands of them. And they literally had signs saying, hey, I don't care if you're legal or illegal or whatever, you need to get out. You're jacking up the cost of rent, you're affecting our lives, and you need to get the F out of our country. And then, wake up, man. This type of delusion that we have is crazy. But go ahead, bro.
Let me say this. Talk about delusion. For all you chat crab warriors, right? Keyboard warriors that are saying, why was Paula silenced? She wasn't silenced. They accidentally ended up playing. She just beat it up. So pay attention instead of getting in your feelings. We're going to go Habib and then Jules. Go ahead, Habib.
No, Nathan just said what I was going to say. I was going to mention to her what happened in Mexico City with the Americans being attacked and everything. Because she was like, can you imagine if you saw it on video, like Americans being attacked in Latin? It literally just happened on video. And it was very extreme, and the police didn't do anything.
Thank you, Habib. Appreciate you. So let me just say this. As soon as I'm done, I got a queue going. I can put you in the queue if you like. But let me just say this. I did ask her for her resources, for her links. I'm still waiting to see those. Just because she saw something on TikTok doesn't make it necessarily true. That's just my opinion. But we're going to go to Jules and then we'll see. Yeah, Jules.
Okay. Thanks again, by the way, JB. I say everybody should listen to Brad. He makes the most sense in any room I've ever heard. And one of the reasons he stands for law enforcement, we should all appreciate ICE agents, police, our military, our fire people. We should appreciate them. They're here to save us. They're here to protect us. And by the way, the big elephant in the room is the Joe Biden administration that opened up the borders to let illegals and we always brought in legal immigrants, but they brought in not venting these people, they brought them into the United States. This is the crime of the century. They should be on trial. I'm only on my plane. JB, I love you, but I'm sick of hearing you say about the convictions of Donald Trump, because you know this was all a political assassination, literally a political assassination against him. He didn't do anything wrong. He overvalued his property.
Wait a second, Jules.
Go ahead.
So when I preface that statement with the fact that I believe those felonies were bullshit, they changed the law just for him. Does that make you feel better? Because what I was trying to say was this. People will say that when these illegal immigrants come to the country a second time, it's a felony. And if any felony was serious charge, I'll agree with that. But that's a bullshit felony, in my opinion. So is the felonies with Donald Trump, but he was convicted. Can we stop with the bullshit? Whether they change the law or not, the man is a felon. I'm a felon. Hold on. I'm a felon. I have to own it, right? So if you get convicted by a jury of your peers, it doesn't matter if they change the law. In my opinion, it's just my opinion, Jules. I understand you love that. Listen. Let me finish, bro.
Go ahead.
Okay. So here's the thing. There's definitely a double standard when it comes to certain people, certain segments of America. It is what it is. But we're going to charge these people who are coming here, most of them, not all of them, for a better life with a felony. So when they get here and they try to start their life and have that felony conviction hanging over their head because they came to America twice illegally, I think that's fucked up, Jules. That's my opinion.
JB, I like a lot of what you say. We disagree on this point. But I'm telling you, you lose your credibility, and you have a lot of credibility, because you could say this about any crime now. I just robbed a bank yesterday. I'm a felon. Why should you go to jail because you robbed a bank? Trump has 40 convictions, which he doesn't have, but you could say this about any crime. Illegal.
Jules, let me say this. Hey, listen. I have respect for you. I admire. We don't agree, but my crime of conviction right now in America, in New York City, would be a misdemeanor. It wouldn't be a felony. But I gotta wear that F. I gotta wear that scarlet letter. It is what it is. Listen, just because you like Donald Trump and make America great, all that
thoughts and ideas, which are really cool, and I like them. You should use those other thoughts and ideas to get your point across.
Here's the deal, Jules. When I open a room, when I run any of these spaces, rest assured I'm not looking for anybody's acceptance. I don't care if you like them. I know I like them. I'm saying that respectfully. Just like you don't get what I feel. But let me say, I want to ask you one simple question. It's just yes or no. Yes or no. We got a big stage, everybody wants to speak. In your opinion, Jules the tax guy, right? Cool dude, plays guitar. Is Donald Trump a felon or not? Yes or no?
Tell me what crime he committed.
Was he convicted of 34 felony counts? Just yes or no. Would you consider him a felon? Don't deflect. No. Okay. So you lose credibility with me with that. How about that?
Okay, and you realize, I mean, you know about any charges were politically motivated. It
doesn't matter. He's still an adjudicated felon. You're doing this thing that Trump sycophants do, which is not being able to admit that he doesn't have a scarlet letter. You don't have to like the fact. You don't have to like
Marshall, what was the felony? Tell me what the felony was.
You don't have to like the scarlet letter, but it exists.
What was the felony, Marshall? What was the felony? Please let me hear Marshall talk.
He wrote one check for $130,000 and then allegedly in his tax documents defrauded the government 34 or 36 times on one check. That was the crime.
Well, hey, wait. You gotta be very concise with Jules. You gotta be very concise with Jules because he is mad. He said he's not, but he is. Donald Trump was convicted in New York State Supreme Court in May of 2024 on 34 felony counts of falsifying business records. Now, I'm going to be honest, Jules. Hold on. I'm not. I don't understand what any of that means. You see is 34 felony counts of conviction. So, I don't give a fuck what the felony was. They're going to be for jaywalking across Times Square when he's not supposed to. He was still convicted of it. Well, you have to own it. You have to own it, bro.
If he wasn't running for president, he would have been on trial, and he didn't commit any crimes. It was a legal expense in his books. That's all.
He committed a crime. It was adjudicated by a court of law.
What's the crime, Marshall?
I just told you.
Come on.
I posted it in the chat.
Hold on, Jules. You don't have to like the fact that he's a 34-time felon. You can even think that they altered the law just to get past him. But the truth is, when you deal with this guy, you're dealing with somebody who's convicted of a felony. And again, this is the problem with Trump sycophants. They can't admit that he is convicted of it. You are substituting your version and your view of law for what a court actually said. A court actually said that he was adjudicated and found guilty on 34 felony counts of defrauding the government through business records. Again, you don't have to like the fact that that's what the court said, but that's what the court said, and pretending that they didn't takes away a lot. Pretending they didn't takes away a lot of your integrity.
I'm not pretending.
Jules. No, hang on, Jules. Jules, hang on. And this is just me, I would have a hell of a lot more respect for you if you simply stopped playing dumb and saying, you probably know more about these crimes than we do. You think it's all bullshit. I would have more respect for you than you coming off dumb and saying, what are the crimes? You know what the crime is.
They do. No, we don't. They do. Can I bring the...
Everybody hold on. Let me just say this, Jules. I got you, man, I promise. Hold on, you can answer in a second. Let me say this. Between you and me, nobody else is listening. I think the charges were bullshit. I think they wasted taxpayer money to go after this guy. I also think the Democrats tried to assassinate him in Pennsylvania. That's my opinion.
Whoa.
But I'm going by facts. He was still convicted. I don't give a fuck if it's a Fugazi law or not, bro. I don't care. Because that law could be him. I could be in with Uncle Steve to be all in with that law now. So you can say whatever you want. He was convicted. So Jules, answer the question, and then I want to go to the speaker.
Well, okay. I'll just say this. You know, again, I'm a tax man. He put on the books what was it, 150,000? I forget the number. It was a legal expense. There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing.
But to pay hush money to a porn star who he's banging while his wife is 9 months pregnant, right? Yeah, that hush money is a problem.
Whoa. It's not